Hello, this is Peter. I'm going to show a fluid body that's coming in with the step file, and I've got improved data and check geometry as we open that up. And what I happen to have investigated already is the part in orange is the fluid body itself. So we're just going to relabel that because all the other bodies are the solid parts that make up. And so the fluid flows in through this, we've got a couple of surfaces here, flows in through this surface, down there, across here, and up and out here. Let's invert the visibility. We don't need the capping surfaces. That face is there, but let's examine. See this face? It's highly twisted, and it's got a negative, it's got a hook, which is an artifact, I believe. It should be more coming down straight. And so we're going to repair this top because it's quite wrong, I believe. So we're going to do that by picking this and using Control-C, Control-V to copy that surface. And we'll do this, and we'll be Control-C, Control-V to copy that surface. And now with those two surfaces, if I select this inner ring and hit delete, I fill that in. The repair tools, split edges is what we need. This is the reason why it's so twisted, is it's trying to connect these points. And if we remove those points, now it can more naturally connect those points. And we can recreate the funnel, is what I'm calling it, using the blend tool. And so the blend tool lets you pick one edge and then control key another edge, and now puts a much more uniform shape. And as we spin this around, you can see it comes more directly down to the edge. There's no wicked hook. So I'm going to call this a more true shape of funnel, and we can take the fluid. We can use the combine tool and turn the combine tool on, and we can first cut off the misshapen one, which is this, with the split body, split this body on that face and delete the defect, and then use the combine tool and turn the solid we made on, and then combine this body with the control key, add this in, and this is our new fluid body. So for meshing in Fluent, we want to check this for any extra edges. So let's go back to the repair tool. Are there any extra edges? No. There are any extra edges here, up there. There's a couple. We'll repair those. And seems to be, it's potentially, let's go do some measuring and measure this face and that face. There's a tiny distance there, so that is the kind of defect we don't like. And so one of these faces probably needs to go. And let's see if we can use the select key and pick a face and hit delete. Or let's zoom. Oh, there's a tiny gap between them. Now I see what's happening. So if we go to wireframe, display, wireframe. Okay, there's just a a tiny gap here because there is actually a need for the fluid to flow in the inlet down through here, down through, up through there. So that gap is intentional. We wouldn't want it to be mistaken for not being there, let's say it that way. And like these walls that connect this fluid chamber with that, they're much larger. So the distance between, if we go back to the measure tool, the distance from here to here, 0.15, I think these things should be 1.5 also. So what we can do is use the move tool, and with the select key selected, let's first we can go back to solid display, and we can hide this face. We can hide this face. So now we can look inside, and I think it would be more realistic to pick this face and use the M for move and move that face over 0.75. That's too much. Undo. Move this face over 0.075, I meant to say. And move this face over 0.074. And then we've got a more realistic wall between the fluid on here and then the fluid here. So that is some cleanup, and then let's just measure that briefly. Control and measure. Yeah, oh, okay, 1.59. So I'll just move this over 0.009. So with the M for move that face in that direction, 0.009. There we go. So now with the measure tool there, control there, 0.15. So same as these walls down here. I think that's more realistic, and we can, under show all, just turn off everything but the fluid. So this fluid volume is now ready to send to meshing. So we're going to select everything else and say suppress for physics. Don't send that to meshing, send only this fluid to meshing, and see what we get for that. All right, I'll put the meshing in the next video.